This is the second chance I'm going to have. I just tried to upload a video. I've done a 10-minute talk there, and it says, oh, there's a bit of a problem. You have to try and reconnect. Okay, well, let's try and go back to what I was saying. Look, there's lots of groups doing different things, all going to the same goal, right? All going to the same end. I mean, we're all fighting for freedom, right? But there's no reason to fight for it. We already are. But we just have to recognise that we are. You know, the system will never recognise your freedom. So why ask them to recognise it? No, we have no reason to say to the system, you have to recognise my freedom because it's my right. Forget it. You know, you haven't got any rights when it comes to the system. You haven't got any rights when it comes to the police. You haven't got any rights when it comes to the government. You don't have any. They give the illusion that you have them, and they give the illusion that they let you win in court and let you not pay your fines and all this sort of stuff. But the reason why they do that is to keep the facade and the whole illusion alive. I mean, this is why the Freemen movement get a couple of wins here and there, because they want you to believe that you're actually having an effect. But unfortunately, you know, when we look at the case of Dean Clifford, that was just a recipe for disaster. That was definitely them waiting to railroad him in some way. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm really here to talk about, you know, that we are connected in many ways, many different aspects of us. We're all connected, and we're all connected to the source, to the creator, whatever you want to call it. But then obviously that makes the creator within us. So we are God, we are it. God is love, and we are love. God is love, and love is God, right? So at the end of the day, what we have to say to ourselves is, are we going to carry on asking for permission from men of this world who believe to be gods? Are we then going to ask them permission to make us free? Are we going to ask permission for them to say, oh, please recognise my paperwork, it says I'm sovereign. Or please recognise my paperwork, I've got a declaration to say I'm free. They'll just take that off you and throw it in the bin. You're not free if you have to go to this systematic railroading piece of crap that is the system and ask them for permission to be free. Then you ain't free. You're ignorant of freedom. You know, you have no comprehension of what freedom is. Freedom is inherent, right? It's inherent in you. Don't think for 1 minute that when you were created, God said that there was a bunch of laws that these men are going to make for you that you have to adhere to. No, there's only 4 laws of creation. I'll let you know what they are because I know them. Number 1 is you exist, and that's a given. You do, because you know you're here, you can see yourself. Number 2, all is one, and one is all. Meaning that everyone, even though there's 7.4 billion people and billions of sentient beings out there, it all amounts to one. Number 3 is what you put out is what you get back. So if you put out something that's negative and a slant on someone else, that comes directly back to you because it's what your intention you put out, right? And the last is change is the only constant except for the first 3, because change is the only constant. It's not time. It's time. What is that? Time's nothing. Time doesn't exist. It's just a prerequisite for a control system. But what does exist is change. We are changing every minute, every second, every millisecond of the day. And your consciousness is doing that too. It's elevating. It's elevating more. It's always changing. So those are the 4. You exist. All is one, and one is all. What you put out is what you get back. And change is the only constant, except for the first 3. So when we understand Those are the only 4 laws that we have to adhere to as a creation of the Creator. Then anything else outside of that is unnatural. It doesn't exist. It only exists if you accept it does. If you accept it, then you manifest it into being, because you are now saying that you are something outside of yourself, right? And you have to listen to something outside of yourself. You know, when we believe that something external from us has got more power than us, then we have lost all the power we have. But if we believe that the only power comes from within, and the only authority comes from within, because don't forget, the Creator lives within us. So if that is the highest authority, then we are the highest authority, because we are that and that is us. Okay? So that's really all I wanted to say. I went into a bit of a longer discussion on my last video, but it got axed. I don't know why. Probably went over 9 minutes. But anyway, you know, as I say, we have to believe, or we have to think, sorry, that is it something that we have to fight for? Meaning freedom. Is it something you have to fight for, or is it something you already have? I believe the latter. I believe we already have this freedom, and we've just forgotten that the freedom we have exists. We think we have to fight a system to become free. No. No, no, no. We don't have to fight anything. We're free already. And you have to be confident and stand up in this truth. You can't just go, oh, I'm free, but oh, sorry, I didn't mean to break the law. That's not good. That's not good enough. You have to live and breathe and walk this. Walk this truth. Because this is my truth, right? I'm not saying this is the truth. This is my truth. And I live by this truth. Whether you want to live by any truth, it doesn't matter. I respect that, because it's your truth. You know, I don't belittle anyone for their truths or anything. I don't have any opinion on anyone else's truth. All I have is mine. So I live by this, and this is something that I've had quite a good success in. But you know, at the end of the day, if we're going to carry on asking for this permission to be free, then I'm sorry, we've missed the point. But thank you very much, everyone, for listening, and I'm signing off now. But hopefully, I'm going to do a few more of these in the next couple of weeks. This is just my understanding, people, right? So don't start firing into me because you think I'm talking nonsense. I'm allowed to talk nonsense. It's my free will choice, right? If I want to talk nonsense or whatever, it's my free will choice. So thank you very much for listening, and I'll see everyone soon. Bye.